welcome to the Swans Raiders YouTube channel, and today I'll be discussing the players who are out on loan from Swansea City and see do they have a future for this season. Start this off, we'll be talking about Borja Baston, yes, the Spanish striker which once was a record transfer for £15 million from Atletico Madrid, and he's done nothing yet to the Swans. He's been on loan the last 2 seasons and he's not really hit the heights. Real Zaragoza, I believe that's how you pronounce. Apparently were interested in signing, but apparently they've turned their interest elsewhere. So apparently Borja is now not wanted by much clubs, so he's got nothing, to be honest, so he could be staying after all. He was obviously back at pre-season today. Most of the Swans players I have, apart from Ayew, who obviously are still on the African Cup of Nations. Burson Selena still in not the African Cup of Nations, but he's been playing European football, so they get an extended holiday. So does Christopher Nordfeldt. So what do I think will happen with Bo? I'm not sure, because he changed his Twitter profile and stuff like that back to the Swans now, so that could just be his team marketing putting it back to the Swans, but I don't think he'd be here. I like Bo. He's probably one of my favourite players. When he joined, I was just excited, and I still believe he could do something, but does he want it? Does he want to stay at the Swans? Obviously, he's into his last year of the contract now. We won't get much from maybe 2 or 3 mil if we're lucky, but I don't know what's going to happen with Boa. We do need a backup striker if he does want to stay, come off the bench now and again, because I don't think Baker Richardson's good enough. So if he does want that role, but the wages he's on, I don't think we'll be able to give him that role. So, in my opinion, Borja Baston will be on to one of the Ayew brothers, and that's Andre Ayew, yes, who's our record transfer fee for £20 million. Still can't believe he paid around that fee for him, and he scored 0 goals. Unbelievable. What a transfer, Hugh Jenkins. Well done, mate. There's only one thing I can see happening to Andre Ayew this summer, and that's sell. He's got to go. None of this loan crap to Fenerbahce or any Turkish teams now. It's got to be a straight sell. I'm fed up of all these loan deals where we just loan them for the season. It's not good enough. In my opinion, we either sell or we keep them. I'm fed up with all this loan business because we're still paying half of their wages, basically. So there'll obviously be teams interested in Ayew. He did okay over in Fenerbahce. He didn't do brilliant, but he scored a couple of goals, I guess. Would one of the Premier League clubs lower down take? I'm not quite sure, because you'd probably be on high wages up to the 100k mark, and we struggled keeping with Wilfred Boney's wages in the Championship. So hopefully, I'm not doubting Andre's ability in the Championship. It's just wages. Especially his attitude. It's not as bad as Jordan's, but still rotten. So again, I think Andre will be hopefully sold this summer. The fee probably be around £10 million, another loss, but we should be seeking out. He's got a couple of years left in his contract, so we should be, especially with Trevor Birch now, he's not an idiot. So hopefully Trevor Birch will get a decent amount of money for Andre. Next I'm going to go on to Tom Carroll, yes. He was on loan at Aston Villa last season, well, for the half of the season, January, and he got injured and came back. I can only see Carroll staying, in all honesty. I think he did okay for the first couple of months for the Swans, obviously heavily influenced the win at Millwall, where he made a couple of good passes to Montero. I think he's a good player to come off the bench, creative player, but one thing he does lack is physical attributes, tackling. He doesn't tackle a lot. He just seems scared to tackle, in all honesty, but I think he'll be a good squad player. We're really lacking in this midfield depth now, especially with Leroy Fer going. And Carroll's a player which we don't really have. I know Grimes is similar, but I think Carroll's got a better vision of passing, like long range passing, than Matt Grimes. So it'd be decent to have Carroll back off the bench. You could have a midfield 2 of Matt Grimes and Tom Carroll, but that's a really weak midfielder. Obviously you've got Byers in there, you've got Fulton, so it's 4 midfielders. So we might not probably be buying a centre midfielder this transfer window, but we'll see what happens with that. Carroll, decent Championship player, to be fair. I don't want him to go because we need the squad depth, but if he was to go, I could see a fee around 3.5 million, 3 million for him. Obviously he didn't do much at Aston Villa because he got injured. So he does get his fair few injuries, but I think Tom Carroll will be a good squad player, so in my opinion we should keep Tom Carroll. One of the I'm not going to do all the loan players. I'm only like the first team, if you know what I mean. So I'm not going to include Borja Baston and people like that. So the next person I'll be talking about is Jordan Ayew. Yes, the other Ayew brother. He did brilliant in the Premier League this season when he went down. He was scoring a lot of goals. He was probably our most creative player and probably our best player apart from Lucas Fabianski. You know, in fairness. His attitude was a bit rotten, but he was playing in like a striker formation under Carlos Carvajal. I don't think he's a winger, I think he's a striker. So if he does decide to stay, at the minute we've got McBurney, Baker Richardson, Borja, Ayew, Andre and Jordan. There's 5 and we can't have 5. So I can see both Ayews leaving and hopefully Jordan goes, because he's doing okay in the African Cup of Nations for Ghana. He scored the other night. Again, I can't remember who against, but I think they drew 2-2. So he's obviously putting his name out on the market, and for the fee I reckon we could get around £4 million for him. Obviously he was on loan at Palace last year, didn't score many goals, but he was growing on Roy Hodgson, but I don't think they'll be signing him. But you never know, obviously Zaha's leaving now, Wan-Bissaka's left, so we'll see what happens. I don't think he'll go to Palace, but I do think he'll leave. So hopefully he'll get a good fee for Jordan Ayew. End of the video. Thanks for watching. Leave a like, comment and subscribe. Also leave a comment on each player I've talked about, and do you think they have a future at the Swans? If you'd sell them or loan them, give you a fee. Why would you keep, why would you sell, basically. We want to know your opinion. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this loan update from last season. We've had a few new coaches, but I won't be talking about them, just goalkeeper coach and stuff like that. So see you guys next time.